This is a Black Forest.
This is a disease. This is a sickness. Well, I guess the sickness has finally ended and subsided. We have the antidote because there's a Nintendo Direct coming. A full-on Nintendo Direct, a 40-minute Direct presentation happening on 6/21, which is tomorrow when you're watching this video, at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Now, the only thing we know for sure will be at this event is Pikmin 4. I mean, I get it. People like Pikmin. I'm not here to bash your Pikmin fandom, but to me, like, I kind of get this because could you really do a full-on Direct for Pikmin 4 and have a lot of people be excited for it? Like, I feel like Pikmin is a series for fans of the franchise. I don't think it's really expanding all that much. You know, the Nintendo Switch effect doesn't really seem to be hitting Pikmin all that much, but it obviously is a franchise that does have its fans, so I'm glad that there's going to be some Pikmin 4 at this event for those people. How long will it take up? Like, if it's like 15 minutes long or something, I feel like that could be a little bit problematic. But the rest of the Direct, that's where things get really interesting because we don't know like what's happening here. There's been some rumors, there's been some speculation. So in this video, I kind of want to go over what I expect to be at this Nintendo Direct presentation because I think for the most part, this is the biggest mystery as far as we've had with any Nintendo Directs as of late. You know, people think, oh, is there going to be hardware at this event? Could they finally show the Switch 2? Shut up. They're not going to show the Nintendo Switch successor, whatever that is, whether it's a new concept or just a standard Switch 2. They're not going to show that at the random June Nintendo Direct to cannibalize everything else that they're going to show at this event. That doesn't make any sort of sense to me. No, there will not be any hardware at this event. If you see people talking about hardware, I probably wouldn't listen to them all that much because they obviously don't know how these sort of things work. It's going to be about software. It's going to be about games. Third-party stuff. I think that Persona 3 remake, whatever the hell it's called, I believe that's going to be there. That's kind of like the worst kept secret in video games right now. Like Atlas themselves, Atlas of Japan, have actually leaked marketing material for the Nintendo Switch version of the game, so it shouldn't come as a huge surprise that that is actually going to be a thing. They pretty much just waited to announce the Switch version at this upcoming Nintendo Direct, I feel. Other third-party games, I mean, maybe like Prince of Persia, Sonic Superstars might be at this event. Maybe they'll show a little bit more Sonic Superstars at this, because I feel like that's a game that will really be in tune with the Nintendo Switch audience. But I feel like, you know, there is a lot of questions going on. You're not going to see stuff like Mortal Kombat 1, although I would love to see how this game runs on the Switch. I don't think that's going to be there. But I think a game like Sonic Superstars does make sense. Maybe you could talk about, you know, some of the features of the game. Obviously, this game is coming out in the fall, so the run-up time for it isn't like super long or something. But I don't think many people are super interested in the third-party stuff. Like, the third-party stuff is cool. That's always supplemental when it comes to Nintendo. With Nintendo Directs, you want to know what's going to be first-party stuff at this event. And I think that's where things get just super interesting, because beyond Pikmin 4, which we know is going to be here, we don't know anything. I mean, I guess everybody 1-2 Switch could be at this event, and like it probably should be, so you can actually like show off something from this game, because we don't know anything about it. But like beyond that, beyond Pikmin, beyond the 2 games that we know about, what happens here? And I think that's where stuff gets really fun. You know, there's been lots of talks about a new 2D Mario game. That's something that I think on paper makes sense. It's not going to be in the new Super Mario Brothers style. It's going to have its own unique style. 2.5D is what people are saying. Obviously, the Super Mario Brothers movie was a huge success, so I feel like you do want to be able to capitalize on that. But you get into the whole thing of like, well,